Lenovo storage and data management announcements.
AI announcements, Pat.
Well, I think I'm reading data management announcements. So I just read what the script people give me, Dan. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody wants to be the AI play. I get it. I get it. By the way, Lenovo brought out a bunch of cool announcements. They brought out 2 storage arrays. They brought out two hyper-converged servers, and they updated their unified complete software. So first off, they brought out what's called the DG series enterprise storage array. Uses QLC, right, which is less expensive than DLC, but doesn't necessarily have those the write capability, which, by the way, makes it really good from a cost standpoint and a performance to replace hard drives. Could be used in AI workloads, particularly when you look at the read capability. So there you go, Dan. AI. I said it. Okay, it's in there. It was in the headline. I saw it in the press release. So then there was a new thick system array targeted at medium business, the DM3010H. Okay, scale out model, a wider array of workloads, more balanced reads and writes. Third thing that was announced, new HCI systems. It's all about Azure Stack Hub. So therefore, it's a hybrid cloud solution that you can load applications on top of. And one of the benefits of Azure Stack and Azure Stack Hub is you can leverage the connectivity between Azure Stack Hub and the big Azure up in the public cloud. So it's a hybrid cloud solution. Third thing that I brought out it's called Unified Complete Software. Don't know if I love that name. I don't hate that name, but it's like kind of a double entendre, like it's unified and it's complete. Okay. Dan, you and I cover data protection and things like ransomware, and there's a lot of companies out there right now. It is a frothy place, given all the risk of the bad guys coming in and stealing your data, locking it down. And what this is this software comes with DG and DM arrays to provide data protection, right? Replication, snapshots, S3 replication, but also, like I said, ransomware protection that you would normally pay extra for. So I want to end with 2 things. I've been talking a lot, Dan. I'm taking a lot of the oxygen here, but I'm not talking 10 minutes. When I think of data management, I think of things that companies like Cloudera does, like CDP, right? Where you have consistent metadata, security, encryption, control, and governance. It's hard for me to think of data. I've been programmed, Dan, and I might need to be deprogrammed. But here's the reality: storage companies are moving up the stack to data management. Heck, you see Vast Data and what they're doing. They're combining multiple stacks too. So everybody wants to get in everybody's business here. Last point I want to make.
You sure?
Incredible. Yeah, I can go longer.
Just
Incredible.
keep going, dude.
Hey, no, I mean, you picked.
I want
this
you to find that
10-minute
segment where I talked for 10 minutes. We're gonna pull that out because I think it was like 2, but you're so eager to talk that it felt like 10.
Probably, Dan. You know me well. So big market share gain. I mean, listen, up until a few years ago, and I'm a little embarrassed, I didn't even know that Lenovo was really a player in storage, but they are. I mean, 2015, they started off at number 11. And they're now number 4 in worldwide market share. They're number 1 in that less than $25,000 storage range. So huge growth. I mean, very similar to the run in servers, right? Where they're now the number 4 server provider, really close to getting to number 3. And they were back at like number 8 after the IBM acquisition and sales tanked. And props to Kirk and his team. Okay, that's it. That's all I have.
Well, you covered it pretty well and pretty in depth. Didn't leave a lot for me. I guess I'll speak a little bit more broadly, though, about some thoughts. one is Lenovo is doing a very good job of picking its spots and positioning here. There's going to be needs for what I would sort of call some of these next level, bring the data to the compute storage capabilities, like what you're seeing with VAST, high frequency trading applications. That's not as much what I see going on here. What I see going on is there are a massive number of enterprises that have very traditional data storage needs. And what Lenovo has done so well is just kind of saying, this is what we are. This is what we are. We are efficient. We are cost effective. We are power efficient. We can handle your mass storage. We can integrate with your public cloud. We don't care which one. We're not going to try to have a service sprawl that is going to match what AWS does. We're going to have a handful of services that make your prem work the way you need it to, and you're going to be able to connect up, whether it's through VMware, whether it's through Red Hat, whether it's going to be through an AWS, or Azure. And I like that about them because there's a lot of storage market to be had. And this is kind of how they've done it in servers, Pat. It's kind of how, Kirk and his team have just grown, is like, it's not too confusing what they are. We are, we're going to be aggressive on price. We're going to be able to manage the supply chain. We're going to get you the hardware you need. We've got the right connectivity and partnerships, and we've got enough software that you are able to do what you need to do as a business. And I think that's a lot of what we're seeing here, is that the company's really understanding what it is. It's how it's gotten from 11th to top 5. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the company continue to climb, because in every area of its ISG business, it's been able to do that. So the AI play is an underpinning of this. The AI play is, storage is, nobody wants to make storage cool and sexy, but you got to have storage and data to have AI running in your enterprise, period. So the way that storage sits, the way data sits in memory, the way data sits hot, cold, or somewhere in between can vary depending on the kind of workload, the speed in which you need to be able to get data back, Pat, but we're not necessarily talking about, overclocked super micro processors that are being used for high frequency here. We're talking about lots of businesses, industry capabilities that need storage, need data, need some AI capabilities. And Lenovo's saying, we can do it, we can deliver it, we can hit price, and we've got the integrations that you need. So that's what I see here. It's progress. It's solid. Congratulations, Kirk and team.
Yep, more growth from Lenovo ISG.